When fake HOA cops tried to steal my firewood, they didn't know it came from a federal ranger. And they definitely weren't ready for what happened next. It started with a knock at dawn. 3 men in pseudo-police uniforms, with shiny HOA badges clipped to their belts, marched up to my porch. One of them, a tall guy with aviators and too much attitude, pointed at the stack of freshly cut firewood beside my shed. "You're violating HOA Code 72.3. Unauthorized firewood storage," he said sternly. "I don't even live in an HOA," I replied, confused. He smirked. "You do now. Your property was annexed last week." Before I could argue, they began hauling away the wood, throwing it into a truck. I reached for my phone. But one of them warned, "You call anyone, and we cite you for obstruction." They drove off like it was some kind of heist. I stood there shocked. That wood wasn't just firewood, it was my winter heat supply, chopped and delivered by my close friend, Ranger Cole. He wasn't just a forest ranger. He was a decorated wildlife officer with authority in this region. I made one call. An hour later, Cole arrived in uniform, his ranger truck kicking up dust in my driveway. He listened to my story, his face growing darker by the second. "Fake HOA police?" he said, jaw tightening. "They just messed with the wrong guy." We tracked them easily. Turns out they'd been running a scam through the neighborhood, targeting homes on the rural edge and claiming made-up violations. Cole called in his contacts at the real sheriff's department, then suited up and headed to confront them directly. When we pulled up, the fake officers were offloading the firewood into someone's garage. Cole stepped out first, badge out. "You 3 are under investigation for impersonating law enforcement, theft of property, and extortion," he announced. They froze. The one in aviators stammered, We thought it was a community rule?" "Save it for the judge," Cole cut in. "You messed with a federal ranger's delivery." Their faces turned pale. Within minutes, the real deputies showed up and cuffed all 3. Turns out they had a long history of scams. But this time, they picked the wrong victim. I got my firewood back, and a new story to tell every time I light my fireplace.